Hi, Mom and Dad. I thought I would show you how to stretch your neck. Sometimes our necks are a little stiff, and I like to use these with my clients who have neck fused, and I think Dad had that surgery done. It's going to involve some of the shoulder joint capsule, and then the rest of it will be, centering on the neck muscles, the cervical, and the upper traps. So let's give this a shot. So just remember that you want to make sure your body is warm first before you start doing these stretches. So, if you've done some chores around the house and you've been moving a while, Dad just came home from tennis, maybe you guys had a hot shower, a hot tub, whatever the thing is, but this is pretty good actually for just loosening up sore necks and keeping range of motion where you want it to be, so you can look behind you when you're driving and stuff like that. Very functional. Anyway, so here's the first one, and this is more for the delt. So you take a straight arm across the body and hold here on the forearm, and your elbow is straight-ish, and you just hold that. And here it's up to you if you want to do like a 10 count, a 30 count, or a minute. It just depends on how sore you are. I like a long minute when things are really sore. So you hold that. You can also do some hand exercises while you're at it, some wrist circles in both directions, just to kind of get more delt recruitment as you're holding. Then the second one is to take the back of the hand and put it behind you into the lower back if your shoulder will allow the range of motion. And so it looks like this. My palm is facing away from me. And always sitting up straight when you're doing these, so just make sure you have good posture. And your chest is up and shoulders are back and down. So once this is settled, then what you're going to do is drop your head away from that arm in the opposite direction and just wait. Give it at least 10 seconds for the muscle to get used to what you're doing to it. This is going to get into the upper trapezius. And so once you've held it for 10 or a little more, you would take a couple of fingers on top of the head and gently pull sideways towards your other shoulder. And you just hold and wait. And you might feel it loosen up just a little bit. And then you're going to go behind the head and gently press down, chin towards the chest, but you're still at that little angle. So you're getting into the levator scapula now, which is up in the neck more. And then you just release that stretch and shake it out. And you go to the other arm, straight arm across the body, hold at the forearm. Open and close the hand. Wrist circles in both directions. And then back of the hand into the lower back and wait. In case you're wondering, I do these exercises myself. I love these stretches, especially after a push day, like chest, shoulders, and triceps. Because sometimes, the traps are really working hard to keep down when you're doing certain things like tricep press downs. So now, dropping the ear to the shoulder away from the arm behind you and waiting. I'm not paying attention to a timer, so, if you get familiar with this routine and you want to hold it for longer, you can always just hit pause and wait until you feel like you've had enough of the stretch. Gentle fingertips, just pull ever so slightly, and that'll open up the trap a bit more. And you just hold them for as long as you like. But I say a 10-second minimum or you're wasting your time. And then down. Getting that levator scapula again. And then just gently release everything. Shake it out. And now you're going to turn your head sideways a couple times and just let it loose. You're still sitting up tall. Your head is right on top of your shoulders instead of your head coming forward of your shoulders. So good posture. I'll show you from the side. It should be stacked right on top of my shoulder. If I'm not, you can call me out on it down below in the comment section. So, turn back around. once you've done this a couple of times, you would look over your shoulder without your shoulders coming up, because sometimes I see people going like this. So just keep your shoulders down and look behind you as much as you are able. And then it's kind of a push-pull. You're going to press on the inside of your thigh and put 2 fingers on your chin and just intensify it a little bit. You never want to force anything with your neck. This is a really good one though, especially for the fused neck. You know where your edge is and you just want to feel it. That's it. And then release that and go the other way and wait. And then pressing on the inner thigh and 2 fingers on the chin, intensify it just ever so slightly. And then there's a couple more directions we do with the neck. So you would look up and down just slowly. Find your edge, don't force it. And then you'll settle looking up with your face, not your eyes. So you put your face up at the ceiling wherever your range of motion is comfortable. When you feel the pressure in the back of the neck or the pull down here, you wait and just hang on. After a few seconds, you open and close your jaw. You just get a little extra there, especially under here. And then slowly coming down, raise your eyebrows, chin to the chest. Now you're feeling it in the back of the neck, of course, up into the head. Once you've held this one for a moment, you would want to do both hands here. 2 fingers on both index and middle finger to the back of the head, and then just gently hold a little bit extra. So you want to make sure you're not pulling your body down into a crunch. You're still sitting up straight, your shoulders are still down, and you're just giving your chin to the chest a little more pressure on the back of the neck. Let that go. Shake it out again. And then the last one, you want to, with good tall posture again, you're pressing your head forward and back, like double chin back. You really want to kind of like almost force your head back. If you were against a wall and you were flat, your head would hit the wall. And I'll show you from the side too. So you're going to move through this a couple times, forward and back. I know the back part isn't very attractive, but whatever. Forward like a turtle and back, always with the shoulders down. And instead of holding the forward position, this one, we're only going to hold the back one. This one's important. You want to imagine that the top of your head is being pulled up by a string, and you're not just pushing your head back like this, you're actually using your chin too, and you're going to feel it all back here in the back of the neck, and this is where you hold and wait. This one's really important because forward head posture has become such a postural issue these days. You see a lot of people walking around like this, so this is the one you want to hold. And when you're done holding it, that's the end of the neck stretch series that I have. I absolutely love this one. I have 2 clients who have fused necks, and every time they come to me, it's what we do at the end of our workouts, and they absolutely love it. They always feel better when they walk out of here. I know that's kind of a funny little double-edged sword being a personal trainer and all. A lot of people say that, but I think that the truth is the stretching really does feel good and it helps. So I hope you find this useful, and I'll see you guys later. Love you.